It's money, baby.
I'ma make you face your fears. Everybody get ready. You see, I got my word and I got my heart. There's nothing you can tell me. On the mission, gotta listen to your passion. Blasting through every barrier, clashing. Automatic, so I'm blessed with a skill set that I've read nothing less than to be what you see in me.
Yo, what's up? It's the one and only hip hop gamer, aka Mr. Shots Fired. You already know how it goes down. Listen, one love, God bless. Just want to thank everyone for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to do this year, so let's get it popping. Now, obviously, we about to talk about Driveclub and Project Cars. There's a good, healthy competition going on right now, you know what I'm saying, with Evolution Studios and Slightly Mad Studios, okay? But one of the main reasons why I decided to do this video is because of a tweet that was sent out, you know, from Slightly Mad Studios regarding Project Cars, obviously. And I guess a fan hit them up and was like, look, can you guys add dynamic weather or release, you know, a video of your dynamic weather and make it look better than Driveclub's? And then Project Cars, Slightly Mad Studios, they responded saying, no problem, easy. Excuse me, no problem, easy, done. And they showed a video. So, you know me, dog. Like, after playing Driveclub and seeing that, I can't wait to see what Project Cars is going to do, because that game looked crazy as well. So I'm like, Leo, let me check this out. And I looked at it. Although it does look amazing, it's no comparison to Driveclub, man. It's really not. It's one of those situations where, you know, you got to swallow your pride and realize when you've lost in certain areas. Now, when it comes to weather effects, Driveclub beats Project Cars, period. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I titled this particular video Talent versus Tech Specs is because we're so used to going off on what we see on paper that we don't realize or appreciate, or we lie to ourselves about what we actually see and what the results are. It's not always about what you put on paper. You see what I'm saying? It's about the actual results that comes from the talented developers that make the games that we play. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example of this particular analogy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at that year when the New England Patriots went up against the New York Giants, right, in the Super Bowl. This is actually, I believe, the last time the Giants won the Super Bowl. I forgot what year it was. But the New England Patriots didn't lose not one game in the entire season and playoffs leading up to the very last Super Bowl game. They was 18-0. So if you look at the team, the stats, and everything on paper, everybody, it was like no chance in hell that the Giants would win. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at, you know, Eli Manning versus Tom Brady's a better quarterback. When you look at the wide receivers, just the defense, like when you look at everything on paper and the stats and everything that they've accomplished for that year, they beat everybody. They was unstoppable. But when they got to that last football game, the Giants somehow they pulled it out, and it was 18-1, and the Giants won the Super Bowl. So I said that to say that a lot of times in this industry, the moment PC is mentioned, the moment Project Cars was revealed and everything like that, automatically there was nothing that could touch this game or mess with this game. It was just ahead of everything. And then when you look at Driveclub and the way they first showed it back in 2013, yo, it appeared to be a true statement. But then the delay happened. And the delay that happened with Driveclub is why we got such an incredible product today in a product that we never seen before in terms of sheer graphical fidelity, weather system, everything on a console. You see what I'm saying? So what does all of this mean? It's all about the talent. It's not always about tech. Now, certain times, in certain situations, it is about tech. And the reason why I say that is because, like, you can't compare a regular 1985 Nintendo to a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Like, I don't care how much talent you got in the world. Like, there's no way you can make something that can rival and do what those systems can, because the tech is too far in between. You see what I'm saying? Now, with PC, you would expect it to be a big leap because of how fast you can update it over the years, as opposed to, you know, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So you would expect a PC to be light years ahead of them in terms of the ability of what you can have in those machines. This video comparison with the weather, one thing that you'll notice, there's a few things that I've noticed, but I'm gonna just bring up something. When you look at the rain on Project Cars and you see it, it's the same simulated motion when you look at the rain in Project Cars. Now, usually I would feature videos of what I'm talking about, but YouTube has been kind of weird lately, and they'll flag you or copyright this, and it's just weird. You know the situation that I had with the Street Fighter thing. I'm just trying to avoid that. So if you want to check it out, you could definitely go check out a Project Cars video, rain gameplay, and you'll see it. Exactly what I'm saying. But when you look on the screen, the rain is simulated the same exact way. I'll give you another analogy of what I mean by that. It's just like a producer making a beat, but they leave it on loop. So it's the same sound over and over and over again. There's nothing different, nothing changed. The same exact beat, sound, chord, whatever, just consistently looped. Whereas in Driveclub, everything is different and new each time you play it. Yo, when the rain drops, it drops differently. Like when you're driving, you could drive so fast, and if you turn this way fast or turn this way real fast, it's like the water would like shift and stuff like that. So it gets to the point where, because the windshield wiper didn't go as fast, it'll be blurry. You can't see nothing. Like it's crazy. And then I never seen a game look that real like that in Driveclub. And the comparison that Slightly Mad Studios was making and the way he responded to the fan, no, Project Cars does not look better. It don't. That's the main first point I wanted to bring out when it came to the weather comparison that we've seen and the way they portrayed their video in terms of it being better than Driveclub, because it's not. By far, it's not. The lighting, the wetness on the trees and the environments, no. Period. No discussion or nothing. It's not. Okay. Another thing I wanted to bring up is that, you know, Project Cars is a crowd-funded game. I believe that Slightly Mad Studios, they put up $2 million, but they generated $1 million online, so it was like $3+ million budget for this particular game and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was originally coming to PC only at first, and then it went to PS4 and you know, the Wii U and Xbox One and so on and so forth. So obviously, this game had PC in mind from the jump, from the get-go, PC minded, period. Right? Okay. Now, here's something that relates to the title in terms of talent versus tech specs. Now, the talent that Driveclub Evolution Studios have, they made Driveclub a 30 frame per second game. Right? And because of that, they was able to add more effects and better animation and so on and so forth. So, you know, you always take a hit when you aim for 60 frames per second. And it's not to say they couldn't get the 60 frames, but this is their first game on the PS4. You know what I'm saying? So the next go around, they'll probably be able to do what they wanted to do initially. But with what they've done, it's still remarkable and amazing and genre defining, if you ask me, in terms of performance and fidelity. You see what I'm saying? Now, Project Cars is a 60 frame per second game. Now, when you see this game in action and they driving and everything, the sense of speed and fluidity looks a lot better on Driveclub than it does on Project Cars. Yet, Project Cars is a 60 frame per second game on PC, ultra settings, the highest level, versus Driveclub, which is 30 frames per second on the console. Yet the performance, the look, and everything looks better and looks smoother with better graphical effects and everything than the other title. So to me, it's not that the PC can't do what Driveclub is doing, but it all comes down to the team and who's behind the development. And Slightly Mad Studios, as incredible as they are as a development team, because they're amazing as well, from a competitive standpoint and looking at the product and what the results are, Driveclub was the better development team this time around. Period. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you see people saying that the photo mode and options in Driveclub is CGI and that's not how really the game looks. There's people that saying that don't own the game, that don't own a PS4, that's never played it, because they're in denial. It's really that unbelievable when you see it. Like, it's unbelievable. So I wanted to bring that to your attention as well, because it takes a lot of great development to be able to be a console game, have 250,000 polygons in your car, whereas on PC, on the Project Cars, you got 200,000, 300,000 polygons in the cars as well. But the programming and the way they utilized, or even if they call it trickery, or how to make things look a certain way or whatever they did, their development talent led them to do that. Now, I will say this: if Slightly Mad Studios was only focusing on PC and they didn't have to worry about the PlayStation 4 and all this other stuff, maybe we could have gotten a different story, because it's definitely different when you're focusing on one system and one system only, as opposed to taking the game and putting it across many platforms, because there's a lot of give and take and there's just a lot more time invested to other things instead of the main thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's something to take into consideration. But even within that, Driveclub is, distinctly, significantly, you don't even gotta squint your eye, it is the better product. You know what I'm saying? In terms of performance and fidelity, the way things look, how they behave, it is truly an amazing achievement. You know what I'm saying? So, had to say that. So, to wrap this up, what I want to ask y'all, based off the analogies and everything that I gave. Now, don't get me wrong, they could probably come out with a PC mod and just change everything up like they did with the Grand Theft Auto enhancer, all types of stuff. You never know. But just realistically, you know what I'm saying? This isn't about, PC is this or console is that. What it's about is talent versus tech specs. And I want to ask y'all, when you look at the PlayStation 4, when you look at the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4 is more powerful, but it's not like light years ahead of Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? It's still, they can get in the ring, they can match up with one another. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a lot of developers that only make games on Xbox, and there's a lot of developers that only make games on PlayStation. It's gonna come a time where it comes down to talent. You know what I'm saying? There may be a team on Microsoft's side that's more talented than a team on Sony's side, and Microsoft may get more out of their box than PlayStation gets out of their box, yet the PlayStation 4 on paper is more powerful. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like with the 360 and the PlayStation 3. On paper, PlayStation 3 was more powerful at the end of the day. But because the 360 was an easier platform to develop for, the talent of the developers was able to get more out of it. So for the most part, games was better on 360 than the PS3. But when it came down to the exclusives, the PS3 developed, showcased better performance than the 360 exclusives, but Halo 4 is still a beast. I don't care what nobody say, even on the 360 is crazy, but that's another conversation. So I'm saying all this to say is to open your mind and really think about the developers that's behind the games that's being made in this industry. And in your opinion, who is some of your favorite developers? Who is the best developer in your opinion? Let me see those comments and let me know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Set up your own little matchup and stuff like that. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Because me personally, I don't really see it as this system versus this system sometimes. I truly feel that it's the developer versus the developer. And this conversation is very healthy because a lot is going to be learned from this. And a lot more research is going to be done because of this conversation. And the more we look at the developers that's making these games, the more we'll be able to appreciate the true inner workings of what we play. So look, one love and God bless the one and only hip hop gamer. Catch me on hot97.com. Catch me on Twitch, hot97 hip hop gamer. Catch me on Twitter and that Instagram, hip hop gamer. Xbox One, real hip hop gamer. PSN, real dash hip hop gamer. All right, make sure you follow me, support. Please subscribe to the video if you like what you heard. This is how we do, man. Thank you so much. One love and God bless, y'all. Peace.